So, what happened to baby number 3? And are we having more kids?
Y'all say in our comments like, you two need to have a daughter. When are you guys gonna have baby number 3? Or just get back together already? Oh, and my personal favorite, you two have too much chemistry to stop now. Chill. Let's be for real, okay? So parenting is already a full-time job, and every time someone asks about more babies, we're like,
Have y'all seen our 2 now?
I can't even lie, we did make some beautiful babies, no doubt. And yeah, I've thought about it because, you know, I'm young, cool, hip, fresh, ripe at 27.
That's the vibe.
So I was sitting there wondering, do I want more kids? And then I went down a rabbit hole.
And that rabbit hole is deep like your
Plus, if being in the co-parent trenches wasn't already enough, I'm like, nah, 2 baby daddies, that's a lot.
word.
But who knows? Life is wild.
Exactly, things change.
They sure do. And because things change so fast, I've become more focused on me and getting my life together. And what says put together more than finally upgrading my bedroom?
Yeah, a space that feels like home and lets you rest without any extra noise.
So, I got this Flexi Spot Japanese Joinery Bed frame, and honestly, it's been a total game changer. Of course, I had Gohan set it up. It's made with traditional Japanese joinery, which means no extra tools, screws, or nails. The parts just slot together seamlessly. I literally had it fully set up, well, you had it fully set up, in about 10 minutes. Super quick and super easy. And here's what surprised me the most, its stability. The frame is rock solid. The slots are secured with Velcro to minimize movement and noise. And recessed legs allow it to sit flush against the wall, which also saves space. That means no squeaks, no wobbling, and definitely no middle of the night creaks. It's made from eco-friendly solid rubber wood, not particle board or veneer, real hardwood that's sustainable, durable, and built to last for years. You can actually feel the quality. Plus, the design is minimal and timeless. Whether your style is modern, cozy, farmhouse, or Japandi, it blends right in and elevates the whole room. There's over 10 inches of clearance under the bed for storage, perfect for keeping your stuff out of sight but easily accessible. And don't worry about weight capacity. This frame is sturdy enough to hold up to 1,200 pounds. It's designed for daily use without sagging or shifting. The best part, compared to similar high-end brands, it's way more affordable. You get that premium minimalist look and long-lasting quality without the luxury price tag. You can even customize it with a headboard, nightstands, or an electronic adjustable backrest if you want the full setup. If you want to upgrade your bedroom with something that's stylish, solid, and simple, click the link below and use my code for a discount. Trust me, you won't regret it. So we'll get into the baby talk in just a second.
Yeah,
Not that kind of baby talk, okay? Don't ever do that again. Stop.
Yes, ma'am.
But at least my bedroom's finally put together.
Thanks.
So let's get into it. Cause I know y'all want the tea. Like, are we having more kids? And to tell you the honest truth, we can't. And I said can't, not won't. Like, we physically can't. And we're about to tell you why. It's because I'm sure that this is your story, so I know that you're gonna want to tell it. Or do you want me to? Is it too traumatic for you?
Why would it be traumatic?
Okay, I'll tell it for you. So, guys, long story short, basically what happened to Myungjin is that he was in a tragic accident. He was in a tragic accident when he went back to Korea and he got his balls chopped off. It's not funny. So now he has no more balls. He's a eunuch. There's just nothing down there.
Why do you call me eunuch?
He doesn't have the stones. He only has the pillar left. And I'm sure that makes life interesting.
I shouldn't have let you talk because
I feel like I'm doing a great job explaining.
you know what it sounds like when you say you only have a pillar, he doesn't have stones. It sounds like I don't have some board.
I mean, basically.
So no. Do I have board or not?
Physically?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I do have board. I do have board. 2 board.
A uniball?
Yeah.
One sack. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So technically, I got the string chopped off.
So that makes it sound like you saying you got the whole shtick chopped off.
No, my shtick is big and healthy as always. You know the strings. You know how it is? 2 stones, 1 pillar, 2 strings in the station where they make tadpoles. 2 strings go from the tadpole station to the board. You just cut that string off.
Are y'all picking up what he's putting down?
Yeah, when y'all picking it up, Because
okay, so basically, long story short, he got a vasectomy. But I just like to make fun of him and say that he got his balls chopped off because that's funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Long story short, he got a vasectomy. Yes, they're supposed to be reversible, but in his case, I don't think there's going to be any reversing anytime soon. So I'll basically just like tell you how this came about. So 2021, before all the scandalous stuff happened, I was like in and out of the hospital because my HGC levels were very, very high. Like they were all over the place. And I was like, so I was getting like a whole bunch of different reads. I actually have a video that I was looking at that I still have from when I took the pregnancy test and it came back positive. But then we went to the doctor and they have like all the high grade like equipment. First time we went, it showed up negative. So I was like, okay, nothing's happening. And then it showed up positive one time and it was just like a lot of back and forth. I was like very confused. I was telling everybody that I was having symptoms. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like, is this like a phantom pregnancy or whatever? Early 2022, I found out that I was. So it was like set in stone. It did end up being pregnant. What happened with that pregnancy is that it actually ended up in a miscarriage. And I've talked about that kind of like on and off here again, but that's just not something that I like to blurt out because it's not necessarily the most happiest of things to be talking about. Rest in peace, forever and always, love you, rainbow baby. I feel like that whole time period was kind of a blur. I don't even know if I talked about it like on YouTube at the time. That's actually a huge reason why I ended up like going to Korea, was after I had my DNC, which is basically like, I don't really want to get into it. After I had that, I ended up getting like a very severe infection. Took your girl out for a while, and being a single parent like under the circumstances, and I was still keeping in contact with Gohan's mom, and that's basically like the whole catalyst to what like led me to going to Korea, because like yes, I have my village here and I love that. At the time, the amount of help that I needed, the medical costs, just like everything was super overwhelming and a lot for me to do like as a single mother. I will agree. Anyways, that's what happened to baby number 3. I feel like there's a lot of people in the comments that will just like continuously be like, oh, like they're still sleeping together or they're gonna have another baby. We can't. Like, it's not happening. Vasectomies, are they reversible in Korea?
The vasectomies are reversible. In my case, it's a little bit different because the doctor who did it for me was a little bit cuckoo.
And he was accessible because you wanted to do it very quickly.
I just felt like doing that. I asked my dad, did you get one? He's like, yeah. He said, that's why you don't have little bros. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one too. I'm already like stressing so much from having 2 kids. And then I know in the back of my mind, it's my responsibility. So like if I end up having more kids with anybody, even you, it'll be like I don't know. I think I should just get one.
Let's not even do even me, because that's not even a possibility.
Even if we have more kids, right?
We're not going to.
Let's say we do have more kids.
We're not. So we're not going to.
See, give me some room for hypotheticals.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
If we have more kids, you would love me.
I don't think that's how it works, but interesting theory. I think that this is like the perfect time to bring up the differences between American and Korean culture. You ended up getting a vasectomy while we were going through our divorce, which did happen very quickly anyways. And as far as like vasectomies go in America, I know that there are certain doctors that won't even give you one. They won't even look at you if you're too young, or you have to have consent from your spouse in order to be able to
Are
get
you talking
a
about
vasectomy.
Korea?
No, America. I said
America.
Because they're like, you could change your mind like later on. They have a high reversal rate.
Request rate, right?
Like a lot of people are like, oh, I can just get like a vasectomy, and they use it as a form of birth control. But then when it's time to reverse it, sometimes it doesn't work. Like it's not reversible. They advertise it as reversible, but it doesn't always work. Don't quote me on this. Somebody who knows better than me can leave it down in the comments. But it's like, I think it's like a 60%.
It's like a 60-70%. The faster you get a reversal right after you get a surgery, the best probability as time goes by, it gets harder. So if you get vasectomy when you're 20 and you try to reverse it at 70, it's not gonna work almost.
But it's also just like the same with like birth control. The longer women are on birth control, when the time comes for them to have children, it takes a long time for them to kind of wash out of their system. I think it's like a similar thing. When we were talking about it, I was like, I thought it was a good idea, like at the time, because you were on your sex kids. You know, stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I'll be damned if I'm going through this situation and then you come and you're like, I got somebody else pregnant. I just would not have been able to handle it like at all. Even in the midst of a divorce, like I was literally just like, you have 2 kids that you can barely take care of right now as it is. So when you were like, yeah, bro, like I think that this would be like the best course of action. I'm not mature enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. Like, I think that I should snip. Cut it.
You know what's crazy?
Cut it. I was like, yeah, you should cut it.
Yeah, and then I was actually on a FaceTime with her while I was on surgery bed, and then
you were.
she said, you know what she said?
What
Cut
is
it. Cut it.
Did I was I actually singing that song?
Yeah, well, we were singing it together. And the Korean is he doesn't know what who's the artist? OG Coco? What is it? OT Genesis. He probably don't even speak English, so he was like, oh, 영어를 잘하시네. In Korea, if you want a vasectomy, you need to have a couple kids or over 40.
Oh yeah, I think that's what you were saying. You're like, that's the only reason why you were even allowed to have one in the first place is because you already had 2 kids.
Yeah, I have kids. Like he didn't believe me at first. I'm like, how old are you? I'm like 20 something, and he's like,
you were like 24 at the time.
Oh yeah, you don't have kids. I'm like, I showed him pictures of my kids. I'm like, yeah, they're my kids. So he's like, can you give me the birth certificate? I was like, no. And he was like, I'm like, they're American. And then we sat there for like 10 minutes, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you surgery. I'm like, how much is it? 20만 원. $130? Yeah. Cheap.
I think it's like more expensive here for sure. But you said it hurt. I think that was like something that was shocking to me because Korean aftercare, there are some parts about it that is really good, but Korean medicine, a lot of it doesn't do. They'll have you on 6, 7 different pills and none of them do anything. Versus like America, they'll have you on one and then you feel like better like right away. And I don't know if that has to do with like the dosage.
Probably
like,
does.
oh, little doses like here and there.
American stuff are all heavyweight.
Vasectomies here, because I've known a couple of my friends who have gotten vasectomies and stuff like that. They're just like the next day, they just felt like, oh, I'm ready to go. And you were literally like, my bars, oh, I can't.
Somebody tell me if you guys think it's because it's like $130 cuckoo. He was kind of crazy. He was bragging like, you know how many balls I chopped off? I was like, good. The more you chopped off, the more experience you have. But then as soon as I saw the shaking hands, I was like, you're getting close to my balls here. If you
he was in your balls, bro.
Yeah, he slid it open, then he opened it, and he did stuff in there.
Did you feel it?
Yes, because I'm not supposed to feel it because of anesthesia. But then you know how Korean medicine and all those pain relievers be.
Yeah.
In America, when you season stuff, like when you like salt stuff, you do this. You pour it. You see the pebbles falling.
Korea, they're like.
Yeah. You pinch it.
That you would just
yeah. You can't even see it because the particles are so small. And then you know what they say when they eat it? Oh, 짜다. Oh, 이거 좀 짜다.
No, a lot of my Korean friends, like when they come to America, that's like the #1 thing they say. They say is everything is like super, super salty.
That's what they did for my balls, is that like, so I could feel everything, basically. I think it didn't even work at all, because like every little incision and like little push and squeeze and like tearing he did, I could feel it all.
Dang.
So that's why I was like...
Have you been shooting any clubs up? Do you have like a child, like a illegitimate child that we don't know about?
Probably not. No.
Have you been not silly and wrapping your willy?
Well, I had vasectomy.
Well, yes, but you just said you don't even know if it worked.
The surgery worked. I got passed.
I was gonna be like, oh my god, like, do you have like a little male gym?
Remember, you were like super like, you're like, oh, so how did it, do you have balls? I'm like, yeah, I still have balls.
Don't do that. I knew you still had balls.
You were curious. You were like, do you still like, can you come? Are you like, this, like?
No, I didn't say that. I knew you could do that. I knew you could. I was just curious. I was like, what does the process?
It work, right?
I mean, yeah, because like I said, I obviously had friends that I could have talked to about the situation, but there's still boundaries, right? Like things that are off limits.
Don't American guys not even get it like that because they're like manhood or whatever?
A lot of them think it's real like for whatever reason.
It cuts your testosterone or something?
Yeah, I don't know why. Me personally, I think that if you are at that point where you're like, oh yeah, I'm never having kids like ever again, I think it's a very viable option.
For me, growing up as a Korean, you know the saying, to have 2 luxury bag type kids. I think it's not even a Korean. It's not even a Korean thing. It's my mom's saying. Raise 2 kids the best you can instead of having 10 kids and raising them all average or something. I don't think it has any ground to it really, but like she says
I think
that.
if you have like the funds and the means, like if you're a millionaire and you've always wanted a big family.
Oh yeah, it's your choice. Do 1, 2, 0, 10.
You can hire a nanny, a night nurse, whatever.
Right.
For your average
person,
Joe, like us.
Yeah.
Like at a point, like I did want to have like a lot of children. That was when I was young, and I really genuinely was like, we're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna do this business, and we're gonna do that or whatever. Blah blah.
Reality
blah.
hits though.
Baby fever, and then you see how like expensive stuff it is. Just with 2, especially in America.
Isn't it so scary? Like it's getting expensive.
I'm good. So in Korea, like if you're married, do you need to have permission to get a vasectomy or no?
Technically, no. You can just go to the hospital and be like, I have kids, I have a wife, let me get it.
You don't have any kids.
If you don't have kids, Well, it depends on the doctor. I think some doctors will be like, yeah, free man, I'll do it for you. And some doctors will be like, no, the country's on a birth decline.
Are they allowed to do that?
I mean, yeah, because it's just like, is Apple allowed to kick you out of the store because you're rude? Yes. They don't owe you a right to their service.
Okay.
It's like that. It's like the doctor is the one doing the service. It's an agreement. You pay a certain amount of money and he wants to do it for you, he'll do it for you.
You know what? Speaking of the birth decline, I'm surprised that they let you do that, honestly.
Well, I proved that I have 2 kids. Like, no, 얘네 흑인이잖아. You see the eyes?
Oh, he said that?
Yeah,
he didn't believe they were yours?
He's like 80. He's not used to young interracial couples. No, right? So I'm like, look at the second one. Look at his eyes. Look at my eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at my eyes. And he's like, oh. And he came to like epiphany that like black, white, and Asian people, there's a possibility they don't only date inside their own race. And he was like,
왜 엄마가 흑인이라고 얘기 안 했어?
했어. 너 보여줬어. 엄마가 흑인이고 나 이거고 한국인이고 그래서 믹스 해가지고 헤이션 한국인이 나왔다. 그래서 우리 둘 다 피처가 있다. 내 아들 맞다. 아니 흑인이라고. 눈을 보라고요. 눈을 보시면 if you see the eyes you can tell. And then he really looked deep. Like he was like putting on his glasses and putting like different glasses on. And he was like, oh, 비슷하네. Okay.
That's so funny.
Yeah, who are you to tell me that they're not my kids when they're just because they're not Korean, right? It's because the homogeneity raised in Korea. Well, I'm glad I convinced him because he was cheap. That's the only reason I went there specifically. Yeah. I think he did the surgery pretty well too, aside from the fact that it was painful. And I don't think it would have been like that if I went to an actual like big hospital.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like tattoo, right? It's painful at the moment, and then like after that, you forget about the pain. Am I feeling the pain right now in my balls? No. And then I searched on. So the thing is, when I'm in America, I search on Google. When I'm in Korea, I search on Naver. I went to Naver and I was like, "Is vasectomy supposed to hurt this much after you get it?" They're like, "No, it's not supposed to hurt at all. Next day, you're supposed to be running and playing soccer."
Have you ever felt like scared that it was gonna fail?
That's what I felt from after the surgery for like 3 months. It hurt.
Oh.
It's not supposed to, but my balls kept like pulsating. It was the first time in my life I felt my balls pulsating. I could feel it being there most of the time, but I can't feel it pulsating. But it was pulsating, and it was turning like a little purple, blue and purple. So I was like, something's wrong. This was a bad decision. 130 bucks. This isn't worth it. I should have just paid 200 bucks somewhere else. And then it said like they are like reported like less than 10% reported that like some people might experience some pain, but that's because your body's adjusting. Whatever. 3 months later, I was like, you know what? If I live like this forever, my ball pulsates and hurts me and burns me every day. That's the choice I made. I'm gonna live with it forever. Might as well get used to it. And then 3 months later, it disappeared slowly.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy because like right now is like a time for me to focus on myself and my kids. And then if I have more kids, that's more stuff to like focus on. So I know it could get pretty overwhelming for me, especially. Guys, if you're a guy, 10 out of 10, I do not recommend.
What? Why would you not recommend it?
Because there's a 10% chance that your balls could hurt a lot, which happened for me.
You know, a baby is also very real consequences.
5 out of 10, guys. Depending on your personal needs, get one or don't.
If you don't want to have children and you don't want to make the woman solely responsible for making sure you don't.
Guys, if you want to stop being a selfish asshole, get a vasectomy. Get it now. Like 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Just like our Japanese joinery bed.
Don't do that. Don't use that as a catalyst.
You did it.
Yes. It's a very good option, right? Why are you laughing?
Because your eyes are like slowly drifting to a platypus mode. Guys, what was I talking about? So do you want some balls?
No.
You know my tag? Youngguang got some Dragon Balls. I need to change it. It's not Dragon anymore. It's not like almighty and testosterone. It's like Youngguang got some lizard balls. What?
Lizard?
I'm not.
Do you notice any difference?
I would say loss of lust, but that might be because of depression. Not my balls chopped off. I don't know that, right? Because it could be either or both. But like when I get out of depression, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh yes, let me find my next partner. We're like, Rose, now is the time for us.
Don't do that.
Then I can confidently tell you guys, even though most of our viewers are women, that the vasectomy makes you, changes your body. Like the hormones are. Well, I have a piece of mind, like also because I'm actually not having sexual intercourse, but I've been, I'm a master.
At baiting?
I'm a masturbator. No, you know what? They have a new term for that nowadays.
What?
Masturbating is a highly inappropriate word.
Okay, so what do they say?
Because I'm a kind of, a little bit. I'm a gooner. Gooner. I'm gooning. I'm edging.
Is that what they say nowadays?
How old are you?
I'm the same age as you.
27?
Yeah.
You should know gooning at least. You don't know gooning? Do you goon?
I don't think so.
We're not talking about like old school like goons, like send my goons. It's like gooning, like.
Is that like the new word for masturbating?
Basically.
How does that make any sense? Use it in a sentence, please.
I'm gooning. Are you a gooner?
Which means you masturbate a lot?
Yeah, are you a...
I don't like that word.
You don't like that word?
No.
It sounds right because if you keep using it.
It makes me uncomfortable.
But would it make you comfortable if I was like, are you a masturbator?
What? No, wait.
Where's that, mommy?
Aw, aw, so cute.
안녕.
안녕.
Aw.
이름이 뭐야?
베비 뭐야?
손세필.
너 대피.
Wow.
손세필. 세필이 몇 살이야? Can you say 4살? Say 세필이 4살이야.
또 따라주세요.
4살이야. 4살.
Aw.
Good job.
Do you want a brother or a sister?
You don't think so one is enough?
You have one brother.
Do you want more?
Yeah.
P, you know where you came out from? You came out from mommy's butthole.
The toe? There's no baby. That's a hole.
There's no baby in there.
There's no baby. Is there a baby in here?
What's in your tummy?
Is that my tummy?
That's not her.
Yeah.
Where's mommy's tummy?
Over here.
That's...
Over here.
Pete, that's not my tummy.
Whoa, you can go big.
애기들이 너무 웃기네. That brings us to the end of today's video.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you like this video and if you want to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. But also tune in next week for more
video!
여기까지
진행주스였습니다.
하나 둘 셋
안녕.